Ever noticed how you blink when foreign particles try to enter your eyes? I'm sure you have. You must have also noticed that your eyes get teary when this happens. The body can resist the entry of foreign materials that are potentially harmful. This is one of many defense responses. Defense responses may be physical or internal. The physical responses include the skin acting as a barrier to obstruct the entry of microorganisms into delicate tissues and organs. In the event of skin breakage or a cut, this barrier is broken. However, the body can restore it by releasing blood platelets to the site of injury. The platelets form a clot that eventually dries up to create a scab. Hair and the mucous membrane lining in the nostrils also prevent the entry of pathogens into the airways. The sticky mucus in the nostrils helps trap particles that may be harmful or that could irritate the lungs. Should these microorganisms cross the respiratory barrier and gain access into the digestive tract, acid produced in the stomach helps to attack these microorganisms. This again serves as a form of defense. Unfortunately, some pathogens can cross these physical barriers. Upon entry into the body employs the services of its internal defense response. White blood cells are specialized cells that can destroy pathogens that gain entry into the body. This can be done in 3 ways. The first is the ingestion of these pathogens. Some white blood cells are able to ingest or engulf pathogens to avoid disease progression. The production of antibodies and antitoxins are also possible. Some white blood cells produce antibodies or antitoxins to counteract antigens and toxins released by these pathogens. Ultimately, the physical and internal defense responses all function together to prevent the entry of microorganisms that may be harmful to the body. In the event of entry, the internal defense responses produce antibodies or antitoxins to counteract the antigens or toxins. How about pathogens that can overwhelm the internal defense responses? How do we handle them? In this case, we employ the help of drugs such as antibiotics to attack the pathogens and to regain normal health. Antibiotics work by killing the disease-causing bacteria. Interestingly, they can do this without killing or damaging human cells. However, antibiotics cannot kill viruses, so they are not among the drugs used to treat viral diseases. Viruses function by taking over the host cell. Therefore, it will be challenging to develop drugs that will kill viruses without killing the host cell, hence why antiviral drugs are not very common. Another limitation of antibiotics is the development of resistance by the bacteria. Bacteria strains are now developing resistance to the available antibiotics, which means that we may not be able to cure the diseases caused by these bacteria using the available antibiotics. We have learned a lot. Let's quickly recap. We have learned that the body has mechanisms like skin barriers, hair in the nostrils, and stomach acid, which it uses to protect itself from the entry of pathogens. We have also learned that some microorganisms can evade these defense responses. When they do so, we use drugs such as antibiotics to kill the bacteria and to regain normal health. We're not done learning about defense responses. Join me in a subsequent lesson to learn more.